What's going on, guys? So today I have a rather large YABO with some really cool stuff in here and a custom knife on the back. This is from my buddy Scott. Scott kind of told me he was going to send some stuff. He was telling me about the knife a little bit. The other things are a total surprise. Just took it out of the box and I want to make a video on it. Not only to say thanks, but to show off some really cool gear. So there is a note here that says okay to read on camera. It says, one day next time you are in the area, I'll get you a beer and a cigar. That's very nice. Appreciate it. God bless you and your family. Alright, so you're going to have to bear with me. Yeah, I'm not great at reading cursive. So, dear Jeff, I wanted to get you something for your loss of Gus. I've included a custom knife from Vorn Knives made with CPM S35 VN steel. I've included some other things as well as a custom made pen and a few other knives. The card may bring back some memories. They're a pair of lace wood scales I custom made for a 5/8 inch standard straight razor. If you want a project in replacing some scales, go for it. Or you can give them away in a trade. Actually, he's talking about these. The first when these popped out, I'm like, oh, that has to be what that is. These are some lacewood, which I don't think I've seen lacewood before. This is beautiful. Really beautiful grain on this. But yeah, these are scales for a straight razor, and I think I do want to do the project. Not only just because Scott made them, and I think that's extra cool, but I kind of want to get back into straight razor stuff. I used to do straight razor shaving. I haven't done it in 2020 yet. I do use a safety razor all the time, which is also pretty convenient. But yeah, just kind of maybe get into getting a couple more straight razors. So, on the bottom here it also says, also look clearly at the Vorn blade. There is something there to keep next to your heart when carried. From Scott. And Scott is Wolfsbane on Instagram. So thank you so much, Scott, in advance. Like I said, you sent some really good looking goodies. Again, first thing was those custom scales for the straight razor. These will definitely get used. Even if I don't have one currently, because I only have probably 3 or 4 straight razors. I like the DeVoe. That's the one I actually use. But then I have a couple old ones that I've used once or twice, you know. But if they don't fit anything that I have, I will actually go on, you know, eBay and find something that will fit. I think it's very cool. So, the first thing that I noticed is the Mantis. This is the, not the Deja Vu, the Vuja, I think. This is their funky Karambit Balisong. So there's a little button here to press the button. It unlocks the handle. There's a little spring action there for the lock. All right, so that clicks in on the button, so it's locked up. The pocket, you unlock it. And of course, we have a Karambit Balisong. It locks in the open position as well. Very cool. I've had these before. I don't think I've had the OD green black version of it. Very awesome. It's kind of fun to flip. Definitely a little bit more on the difficult side as far as flipping goes, but it's actually a really usable knife. Not just for defense, but that huge hawkbill blade, well, not huge in size, but huge in its curvature, really digs into packages. All right, the old one I had, I actually used to open stuff sometimes. But that is really cool. I have not had one in the collection in a long time, and this is going right into the Balisong collection, which I will do eventually another video down the road. I did a recent kind of update. Actually, you know what, there's probably some other collection videos I'd rather do before that, but that is awesome addition to that. As well as this Balisong. This is a Maxace. Now, he did mention, yeah, there it is. There's one missing screw. It's not a big deal. I probably have a screw laying around somewhere. But this is the Maxace trainer, which could be a lot of fun. I have not had this model before, so this is cool to be able to check out. So I do greatly appreciate that as well. I love the pocket clip on there. All right, so you can carry it everywhere, obviously being a legal fidget tool, because that's really what this is. It's a fidget spinner for all intent and purposes. There's no knife here. So, you know, having a trainer with a pocket clip is actually really cool, especially for some teenagers and stuff. Obviously, you're not allowed to have it at school, unless, of course, you're doing homeschooling like everyone else in the world, except for pretty soon. I guess some of the kids are going back to school in some states. But anyway, that's nor here or there. Just wanted to show that real quick. I will find a screw to replace that for the scale. Keep that nice and tight. But that is also awesome going into the Balisong collection. So next we have fantastic lanyard, which is going to get used. This is a ZT lanyard. I actually have a Kershaw lanyard, or excuse me, two Spyderco ones. I have the pewter one, which I put on one of my hoodies as like a zipper pull, which I've used for many years now, and I have another one that's on. I want to say I have it right now on a Endura, but I forget which one. It might be an FFG, like in brown or gray, something like that. But that is awesome. That is just really, really cool. Obviously ZT, you know, zero tolerance on that bead. Just a really, really nice addition to a cool ZT model. So yeah, love that. That'll get used. Then we have a Gerber here. I forget the model on this. I actually have this knife, but it's cool to have a second one because this is in my like kind of weird mechanism collection. But I like having doubles of those type of weird knives because I actually get to use them. That collection I don't use, it just gets stored. I will show eventually a video on that as well. But you can see this has like an open liner lock. So the liner is right here that actually locks the blade, but the whole pivot goes around that ring. So you can use that as your finger ring. Once you have your finger in there, it's not going anywhere. All right, so very, very secure grip. But also the fact that you can rotate it around that and still have your finger through if needed. Very, very cool. Love that. Then we have the pen. Custom pen. Now, I did open this. I just opened the box and I took about, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes to just kind of look at everything real quick because I was excited to see it. It took me a minute to figure out this pen because I'm trying to twist the head here, twist the body. I don't know what's going on. I'm pulling up on this, pulling down. This is like one of the coolest pens ever. Obviously, it's gun related. We have a nice wood stock, let's call it. Okay, obviously our bullet tip on there. But in order to get that pen blade out, we actually have, actually I should hold it like this. This is kind of like our lever action. Okay, so listen to this. How cool is that? You can see the tip obviously comes out. So it's a clicky pen, but obviously instead of clicking on top, we have literally a lever action lever. All right, so as we lift that, it's pushing on top here, which is pushing down. Super smooth. So here's a close shot. I want to give you some detail of this. All right, if we rotate this around, it's like some scroll work on there. It's just really, really nice. So that was extremely thoughtful as well. I do have a pen collection, and this is going right in it. But this one's actually going to hang out on my desk for a little while. I want to use this for maybe a week or two, just to get more familiar with it and stuff. It is, of course, a little bit top heavy, but not as bad as you would think. It's actually fairly well balanced, even though you have all this extra metal up here. But it's just the coolest action. For a gun guy, I mean, that's extra special, but that's really cool. There's a lot of bolt action pens. I don't know offhand if there's one that's more shaped like an actual bolt, because usually they're spring loaded. You know, you push down and over or whatever. I like to see one that actually has like a charging handle. You know, you come up, come back, come forward, come down. That'd be really cool. So if there's something like that exists, let me know, because I got to get it. But yeah, that is awesome. And I like the box as much as I like the pen. It's a very classy box, and this is very close to my desk color. So I'm actually going to keep this in the box on my desk, right by my computer screen. So when I need a pen, it's right there to grab. So that is awesome. And then he's talking about some throwbacks. So this is a deck of cards. Looks like maybe multiple smaller decks, but these, of course, well, let me show you first. See the backs there, it makes those big puzzles. All right. These are the Garbage Pail Kids. This is really, really cool. This is a throwback. I didn't go through all of them. I just took a quick gander at the top one. But yeah, these are just really, really cool. If you haven't seen these before, Google it. I know if you're younger watching this, you probably have no idea what this is, but these were just really, really funny back in the day. All right, so on to the knife. This is the main event here because he's been talking about this knife for a while. He picked one up for himself, and he got me one, of course, and there's a little surprise, which I'm excited to see. So Vorn Knives. Never had a Vorn knife before. All right, pop her open. Wow, look at this. Look at this. How beautiful. I love the turquoise in here as well. And I was telling Scott, you know, for some reason turquoise always reminds me of like American Indians. Like in jewelry and stuff, especially, you know, cowboys get a big old necktie or big old belt buckle with the turquoise, and just reminds me of all that stuff. It's really, really cool. Beautiful mosaic pins. Really, really nice. All right, so here's the unveiling. Wow, look at that. CPM S35VN is fantastic. Ooh, it's comfortable in the hands. Very nice. We have a little, comes to a point here as well on the bottom. So if you needed to, of course you could use that, a pinch. Little leather thong, nice little touch. Very classy, very like Southwestern to me. Again, that's the whole feel there with the wood and the turquoise and stuff. Really, really nice. He's got, all right, so zoom in here. He's got the Gus on the blade. So obviously, you know, he knows I love my neck knives and stuff. So when I'm wearing this around the neck, Gus will be close to my heart. So that's just a really, really nice touch. So thank you so much, Scott. I mean, wow. This is just, this is awesome. This really is over the top. Very comfortable. It's obviously going to be a very usable knife with that steel. Let's see, we have a maker's card here. Oh, some cool stickers for the safe. So this one is called Scalpel, I think. All right, I want to say it looks like it says Scalpel, S-K-A-L-P, but it kind of looks like an R. So maybe there's a different name there that I can't pronounce. But S35 VN, of course, and ironwood and turquoise for the handle. It's very, very nice. I love ironwood. I actually had, God, I wish I still have it. And I don't think I ever made a video on it. But way back when I first started making YouTube videos, I went to a place called Elk Mountain. And it's a place my grandfather took us. And it was like kind of like a little fair. It was on top of the mountain. And it was basically like a craft show. And there was a dude there who did carvings. And he carved a full-size hatchet out of ironwood. And if I'm not mistaken, ironwood's like the most dense, heaviest of the woods. I could be wrong, maybe there's something else, but it's a fact that I remember. Whether it's true or not, we'll see. I'm sure you guys will correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's the heaviest or most dense wood. And this thing was fairly heavy, and it felt like it was made out of metal. It was really, really cool. It served no purpose other than looking nice. You couldn't obviously use it as a hatchet or anything. But it was just awesome. It was really cool. And it reminded me of my grandfather, of course, because it was one of the things we did together. But yeah, I love the ironwood. It's just really, really nice. Beautiful, beautiful grain. All right, let's get a close up here. I'll do a little zoom in. So we got the front scale. All right, looks like some black, maybe micarta liners. And then the back scale is really, really beautiful. Again, the mosaic pins on here. It's a really nice knife. And it's going to be very usable. So this will be my my recent neck knife option. So I'll have this for a while. Just awesome. Thank you so much, Scott. The Gus engraving was a really extra special touch, which I appreciate. But yeah, thanks so much for the goodies. I got all kinds of goodies to play with now. So really, really appreciate it. 2 thumbs up. Scott is just a stand-up dude. And like I said, just a wealth of knowledge. We kind of into a lot of the same things as far as hobbies, so there's always a lot to talk about. So thanks for watching, guys. If you happen to have a custom knife that you carry, I'd love to hear about it. Let me know who made it, if there's a story behind it, if it was a gift, or if it's something that you had made that you designed, or I just love to hear about it. I'd love to hear about some custom knives that you guys are carrying and using. So post those down in the comment section. But for now, this is it. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.